Hey besties, hey sub besties. So, the first thing I'm going to say is that when God tells you to do something, you just do it. And I've had it on my heart and my spirit to start this like blog type of thing. I've had people kind of like come holler at me and ask me to like post certain content. I've had someone ask me to talk about the processed foods and things like that. So I just said, you know what? I'm going to do it. I wasn't ready. So this first episode is super informal, but the way that I held myself accountable today to make sure that I did it, because it's 10 p.m. is earlier today. I said that I was going to post it and it would be released to my subscribers today. So I had no choice but to do it before midnight. So here I am. I'm sitting in my living room. I got my plant Cassie behind me. I'm pretty sure y'all seen me singing to her the other day. She's huge. But right now I'm just kind of rambling a little bit to see if some of y'all are going to come on. Some of y'all are going to join. Welcome to my new subscribers. I'm so glad y'all are here. If you are watching the replay, again, welcome, welcome, welcome. This first one, like I said, is just something that I needed to make sure I had my first episode up. So we're just going to call it the welcome, the intro. So you kind of know what I'm doing in here. So again, welcome. I'm Lay, Coach Lay. Everybody calls me. Lay is fine though. And if this is your first time hearing my voice, which I'm pretty sure it's not, if you follow me like my public page on Facebook, you probably heard me talk. You probably heard me on voiceovers. And you probably heard me singing my heart out, and I can't even sing. Well, I don't feel like I can. Someone else was like, girl, your voice. And I'm like, you might be just as tone deaf as me, but it's all good. We're here. I'm glad you're here. I'm grateful. So thank you for tuning in. So if you've been rocking with me for a while, welcome to something new. Now, again, this is just episode 1. There's no edits, no perfection. Just me showing up exactly where I am, which should be a lesson to y'all that it's okay to just show up exactly where you are. But I just wanted to, like I said, create a space that feels real, not preachy, not salesy, not you need to fix everything about yourself, because the hot mess express that I am, I have no business telling somebody else that they need to fix everything about them right in the moment. This is just about wellness for real women, women who are tired, women who are busy, women who are building, women who are becoming. Okay, so let's just start with, again, who I am and why I'm doing this. Some of y'all been rocking with me. Some of y'all are brand new. Some of you are watching the replay. My name is Lay-Anna, for those of y'all that don't know. But again, people know me as Lay or Coach Lay. I know I said that in the beginning, but I'm just repeating for those of you that are just now joining. I'm a mom. I have one son. He'll be 13 this year. I have a bonus daughter. I am no longer married, which is a story for another episode. Was I even married in the first place? If you know, you know. But from that, I do have a bonus daughter that I still have a relationship with, and she will be 15 this year. I'm an entrepreneur, so a lot of y'all know that I own and operate Eden Nutrition in Wilson, North Carolina. It is a nutrition club. We just work on helping people become the best versions of themselves. And I've been doing that for 10 and a half years, but I just now recently opened my second brick and mortar location. To not get it confused, the first brick and mortar location did close during the pandemic. So even though this is my second one, it's the third one that I'm running. The first one I did not own. The second one I did. This is the third one for me. So there's that. I am a serial entrepreneur, so I'm also a personal trainer. I built a gym in my backyard. So that's where I train people. And I'm working on expanding and opening another location of another nutrition club. I have my hands and I dibble and dabble in a few other things, but that's like my main jam right now. I am over 40. I know I probably look like it now because I'm tired from the day. But yeah, a lot of people say I look a lot younger, but I am over 40. I'm closer to 50 than I am 40, let's just say. And I'm just now starting to get a couple grays coming in. I know I saw one of y'all post earlier today, one of my locked lovely ladies. She's so beautiful and she knows who she is if she's watching. But she talked about a style and her gray coming through. Baby, let it shine. I'm just now getting mine. My mom didn't get hers until she was in her 40s, 50s. And I'm embracing it because I can't wait to have my salt and pepper locks. And now that I'm starting to see them, I'm going to probably dye them back to my natural color so that when my gray comes in, they will be salt and pepper. I can't wait. But anyway, back to what we were talking about. I'm a working woman. So even as an entrepreneur, ups and downs, y'all saw probably when I was talking about the chickens on my main page, I have every app known to man because being a single parent, we know that bills don't stop. We know that the kids don't stop growing. And we also know that nobody's coming to save us. So I will Uber, I will Lyft, I will do Spark, which I like the best because then I don't have to have people in my car. It's just deliveries. And I'm waiting for Amazon Flex to go on and let me in the app. But yeah, I will apply for a full-time job. Like, I will do what I need to do to make sure that my child has everything that he needs and a little bit of what he wants. I also help with my bonus daughter when I can. So I'm just someone who has had to figure out wellness in real life, not in theory. My mom, my uncles, my auntie, they've got some things going on. So again, real life health is wealth. But I don't come from a background where health and wellness were always prioritized. I learned a lot the hard way. So, hey, I see you joined. This is just my intro, my first episode of my little Locked Into Wellness. So I'm just kind of explaining who I am, what I'm about, and what I'm about to do. And the fact that I was not ready, but I did have to hold myself accountable. I'm just kind of recapping what I talked about. I had to hold myself accountable. So I posted earlier that I was going to do episode 1 today, and then 10 o'clock hit and I was like, time to do it. Cause I done told the world I was going to do it. And I like to do what I say I'm going to do. So, again, I've experienced burnout, financial stress, single mom pressure, business pressure, mom guilt, which is a real thing, and the constant feeling of needing, just to hold everything together, right? So wellness wasn't something I added for aesthetics. It just became survival because we all know that stress definitely kills. So I didn't start this because I'm perfect. I started this because I needed it. I needed energy. I needed mental clarity. I needed something that helped me kind of show up better and not just look better. So over time, I learned that wellness isn't about restriction. It's about support, which is what I want to do for y'all. So when your body is supported, your mind is clear. When your mind is clear, your decisions are better. And when your decisions are better, your life starts to shift. So again, that's what this space is about, right? Here's what I care about. But, and what we'll kind of talk about here. We're talking about nutrition, but not in a cut everything you love out away type of thing. Like I hear a lot of people say, I cut out all sugars. I just stopped drinking sodas. Well, y'all, I drink soda, not every day, not even every week. Probably once a month, I might have a soda, but I'm not saying that you can't have it ever again. I'm just saying, we are going to talk about nutrition. We'll talk about processed foods, why they are, how they affect us, and how to make better choices without being obsessive. We're talking mental wellness because stress, grief, and pressure, they affect your body just as much as food does. We're talking fitness, but in a realistic way. Movement, you can actually maintain. So, being here in the subscription space, you'll get some like live workouts. We'll do some chair fit, use a chair, like to just kind of help us work out. We're not like chair dancing or anything like that. I know y'all see me be silly with the pole and things like that, but even when I incorporate those type of things, it's more so we can reconnect with our bodies and just kind of flow and things like that. We are going to talk about being a mom or just a parent in general, because I know there may be some dads that might chime in from here and there, and just basically choosing yourself, I say I'm a lot. I just noticed. Y'all, I'm going to get it together. I told you, episode 1, just raw, uncut me. No special lighting, just me sitting on my couch. Because like I said, I wanted to make sure that I got this done. We're talking about being over 40 and understanding that your body is different. That's okay. Even when you hit 30s, because I know there might be some people that aren't quite 30 that are here in this space. But once you hit 30, you start to change. Once you hit 40, you really change. And I am looking forward to 50, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to change some more. But I'm just, we're going to talk about that hump. We're talking about entrepreneurship, because building something while taking care of yourself, it's a whole job by itself, y'all. And you still got to take care of them kids and husbands if you have them or whatever, whatever. I know you have life. So entrepreneurship with having to deal with other stuff, we'll talk about that. Let me be clear. So what this is not a space for shame. We will not shame anybody here. Nobody. This is not a space for perfection, because clearly I'm not. As you can see, like I said, I just hopped on here and said, let me go ahead, and I jotted down some notes of what I wanted to talk about in this first episode, and we're just going to roll with it. So this is also not a space where you're made to feel behind, because even baby steps is progress, and we don't leave anybody behind in this space. I'm not here to tell you to wake up at 4 a.m. I wake up at 4 a.m. sometimes before, but that's no alarm. My body just gets up. And if I'm being honest, I feel like if God opened my eyes at 3:58 in the morning, I might as well get up and do something. Because if I don't listen to whatever my purpose is for him waking me up at that time, he might not wake me up the next time. And even if he does wake me up, he might not wake me up on time for what I needed. So I personally get up whenever he tells me to get up, because it's always before the time that I'm supposed to get up. But I'm not here to tell you to do that, because if that's not what you do, that's not what you do. I'm also not here to tell you to never eat your favorite foods again, or never eat cake, or never eat candy, or any of those things. Like, that's just not what we're here to do. I'm here to help you make better choices more often, and forgive yourself when you don't. But let's talk about what's coming next. I'm not going to hold you all night, especially first episode, like unprepared. Like I said, I just jotted some notes down. But over the next 90 days, this is what you can expect. We'll have some weekly episodes where we'll talk about food choices. We'll talk about mindset. We'll talk about habits. We'll talk about motherhood. We'll talk about business life and wellness in real time. Okay. Some episodes will be educational. Some will be reflective. Some will be straight real talk. Later on, I'll share what works for me. I'll share tools, routines, programs that may support my lifestyle, but this will always be value first. Okay. So if you're listening to this and you're thinking, finally, someone who gets it, then you're exactly who this is for. Okay. And I'm glad you're here again. You don't have to do everything at once. You just have to start. Just like I did today. I just hopped on here to just start. If you want to walk this journey with me, I'm here. Okay. So I just want to say thank you for being here. Thank you for pressing play. If this episode resonated with you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. This is the beginning. And again, I'm glad you're here with me. So bye for now.